Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mimi Edutained, a perfect mix of education and entertainment. I'm your favorite host, Amidat Ahmed Ishmael. Today, I feel like you guys are going to like this particular episode, but yeah, it's an episode that has to do with real life situation, international students hustling, bustling, and everything. Today I have your famous and favorite Aisha Jokro.
Not the famous.
Yes, she's a YouTuber, she's a content creator, everything. She's a baker. Today I walked up to her house. She was baking and I'm like,
But it's good that you saw like the behind the scenes. Like I like it when people actually see what goes on behind the scenes. Like it's hard. Very, very hard.
Yeah, I agree. Because I came in and she looked so frustrated. And she's like, do you want to know what happened?
I was looking like my problems. I was really looking like my problems today. But
Yeah, she's also like a student at University of Manitoba. What I studied? Never asked.
I'm studying economics, so
Oh, that's what my brother studied.
that's all
What?
about it.
What did you want to say?
I came here, with the mind that I wanted to study architecture. I'm not saying that I still want to study architecture, but that's not what I came here to study. Accounts was never in the picture. Even in secondary school, I ran away from it. Like
Yeah, I hated it.
I ran it. Like I think after my first accounts class, I was like, I can't do this course.
I don't like it.
I ran
and
to.
I heard it's so difficult here.
It's difficult. It's difficult. I can't even lie. It's very difficult. I'm really struggling. Like I'm struggling, but
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine at the end of the day. At the end of the day,
And like University of Manitoba just makes everything difficult.
yeah. Honestly, I have a friend that went to Toronto. Like,
Because of the whole
yeah,
education
because of
system.
the way they just do their
They make
things.
you feel like you don't know what you're doing, you're not smart, and the lecturers now make you feel like they make the course feel so difficult.
and very bulky. Like it doesn't have to be that
It
deep.
doesn't. And we
It
have
really
just 3
doesn't.
months to learn everything about it.
And that's why people use so many years. Like you see some people,
Yeah.
they'll say the course is meant to be
4
3 years or 4 years, but you end up using like 5,
5,
6, because you don't even want to take people take like 5 courses every semester, like 5 courses. That's like their,
How do they do
original. I don't know how they do it because in Europe, if you take 5, you're gonna die. You're actually going to, because it's going to be a lot for you. Like I don't know how they
I'm
do
thinking
it, but
I'm not even working right now. But
I'm thinking 3. I'm like, you
What
know what?
courses?
I'm taking 2 econs courses and then 1 indigenous. I'm taking my indigenous requirements.
Is it? Oh, I thought it was like. Is it like a written course?
Yeah, it's a written course.
Oh, because I know like most of you have to take one written course. And that written
Yeah,
course.
but I think that indigenous on its own, you have to take it. Like you have to take an indigenous requirement. I think.
I don't think for nursing is just like a written course. But that written course, I feel like it's over.
Yeah.
Over like written like.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a reason you write now, you are going to be writing. You're actually going to be writing, and I do not like writing.
How do you like balance work, school, baking, trying to look so good, like camera, everything? No, I give it to you. How do you balance everything? Because now reading week, you're still baking, you're still
Going to work.
exactly.
The only thing I'm not doing is going to class.
Are you reading?
I mean, I did yesterday night. I told you, but that was because my friend, like, as I say, like, I'm actually struggling with econs, right? And I have like a friend who is doing his masters here in econs. So a closed mouth is a closed destiny in this place. So I was like, you know what? I need help. I need help. Like I'm struggling with this course. So he finally, he was like, oh, he has time on Tuesday. The funny thing is I was not even free that yesterday. So what I did was I was supposed to go to work. So I worked on Monday. So I switched with somebody. Just because, I was like, you know what, I can't keep on saying, oh, I'm struggling, and I'm not trying. Yeah, and I'm not trying to, So I did that. But I read and it was actually good because I kind of understood some things better. I like looking at things from a different perspective, like someone that very advanced in the whole thing. So it's actually good. It's actually great
Me,
sometimes
I
too.
haven't even opened any book because I have an essay due next week Friday on 24th, and it's like 4 to 5 pages long. This is my first time I'm doing that kind
4
of
to
thing
5
in my life. In high school, just simple essay.
Is it double? Is it double spaced? Because that double spacing actually helps a lot. Like if they say write 45 pages and they're saying it's not double spaced,
it is. But what she's like, because it's a particular question that you look for 2 pictures, blah blah. She's like, don't put. You know how I'll put the 2 pictures in a whole page.
No, you must not do that.
She's like, I want 4 to 5 pages full of text. I'm like,
yeah, oh my god.
It's my first time doing this kind of thing. I even had to do like annotated bibliography.
Yeah.
I passed that one.
Girl,
I submitted that one by 11:45.
I struggle. See, my first week because I came. How do I put it? Let's say I arrived on Sunday. Monday was like school was starting on Monday. It was just very like tight. So my first class, the teacher, the lecturer, what do they call them here? Me, I still say teacher. I still say teacher.
I'm like, oh my teacher, I'm not sorry.
I don't even care anymore. Me, I say teacher. Sometimes I'll say the teacher. I'll not be thinking. I'll be like, Aisha, what did you just say? Honestly, I still say teacher. But like this particular teacher she was just like, oh, okay, you guys are going to get a picture from somewhere. You get different pictures from different places. You can check the internet. You have the site.
You have the library.
You have the, and it just was like, okay, if you take pictures from anywhere, if you take text from anywhere, that you have the site. You have to. She was not saying that we have to use Chicago style.
Oh, I think they're using APA more now.
She said that's Chicago style. The way she said it, when they just bombard you with like information like you never heard before, you'll be scared. Like I was scared.
Same thing here.
I felt like, like at that point I was already even saying like, who sends me message? Why did I come here? I should have just finished uni like JJ. Like what did I wait? Who? Different questions. I will now be crying. Me like this, I can cry. That's like my go-to. If I had any small inconvenience like this, I will start crying. I would just be crying. Thank God. Like I'm very thankful for my friend that was with me at that time, because we attended the same secondary school. So when I came here, I just reached out to her. I'm coming. So she really helped me a lot. Yeah. So she was the one that kind of like just I shall calm down. You can do this. Like it's not as deep as it sounds. You just have to. Yeah, it's not that deep. You just have to give people credit.
Even in Word, there's this kind of thing like you can apply the format.
Yes.
When she told us,
and then it will just be citing it for it, like that one that has like you.
I even use citation machine, like just look at the website or the book title and everything. When I came, I had APA format, and then there's this other girl. We were in the same class. She came in like 2019 because high school. You know how they take her back to high school, blah blah blah, and she knew what the lecturer was talking about. I said, God, Nigerian school don't do this.
They don't do this.
We never had like any situation where we had to write something that you are citing. Is it right?
Yeah, I don't like in my primary. I used to say that in my primary school. Like I remember when we write like. I don't know if it was like every primary school, but my own primary school in particular, like they expected us to write our essays the way our teacher would write our essay on the board. Yeah, composition. I'm even saying essay.
Your best friend.
Yes. Like because they will give us like a classwork, we'll do it in class, but then the teacher will write her own.
True.
And they now expect us to write the exact same thing. Is it now those type of people that will be telling you to cite? What are you citing?
Even in my secondary school, like at least they even tried, but like I never heard of this stuff. Like even I did
Chicago
IGCSE,
style,
but I never did it.
It was now MLA. What's the MLA?
There are different writings.
And there are different editions, the 7th edition. But that one was a major shock for me. Like, why are we citing?
Are we researching?
I don't understand. There's some information that you even know like on your own, but then you still have to go and look for a source that has that information and cite from there, because to them it's not general knowledge. Like it's not something that it's not like what is your name. Like No,
This
it's
annotated
crazy.
bibliography thing I did, trust me, because I had 2 midterms on Friday and it was due that same Friday, but I asked for like an extension, so she gave me till Saturday. I just started the assignment that Saturday. I still went grocery shopping that Saturday. It was not like around 9. My sister was like, Mimi, you know that this assignment is due. So I'm like, and one of her friends came over, so I was distracted. I started looking at different places. My final, because what I submitted is supposed to relate to my final essay. To be very honest, I don't know what my final essay is about. And I'm supposed to start that final essay. So now, whatever I'm doing, whatever my final essay is about, has to be with what I submitted.
You already submitted.
Because me, I just did it as per. Let me just
submit. Let me just get it done.
And no. When the grade came back, I was like, hey! I was so happy because I didn't expect something that I didn't take my time to do. But yeah, living in this kind of city province that you have to like check the bus time before you leave the house. And then when you get to the bus stop, you see the bus passing in front of you. How do you cope? Like, how do you do it? Going to work, going to school. Now that's even getting to the period where like everywhere is cold. Can't stand in the bus stop for so long, except if maybe the shelter has like a heater or something.
I mean, I'm the one that's standing here. I'm sitting down here. I mean, see, the only place that I am always on time, like most of the time, is work. And that's because I have to clock in, I have to do this, and they'll give me, maybe they will write me up if I, do it consecutively. But I'm not the most punctual person, to be honest. You came 2 o'clock. You came 2 o'clock.
Hoping that
I'll be ready, waiting for you.
I was like, okay, I'm good. I even came like a few minutes past 2, and I'm like, hope she's not waiting for me. Like, I wasn't telling my sister that I'm late, and then I came, and
I was not near ready. Like, So my point is, it has kind of like taught me to like plan myself. Like, imagine somebody like me, not now, having like, they take their time seriously here. Like, if you're starting work at 4, you have to be standing there at 4. If you have class at 10:30, you have to be in class at 10:30. I mean, you can enter, you can enter at any time. But what I'm saying is that, I mean, if you want to, it's not as if the teacher will wait for you. If you, So like, I don't know. So even if you ask me, I know my bus time. Like, for me to go to work, I know my bus time is like 3:08.
That's why I do too. Like.
Yeah. So, but I mean, in the summer it's not so terrible, but in the winter it's very bad.
Like now in the mornings, because I know that's where I go from. There are like buses coming back to. I have a class by 8:30, so I usually leave the house like around 8. I know that there's like a bus by 8:05, 8:07, 8:09, 8:10.
Yeah.
So I know even if I miss this bus, there's another bus here. But do you know what annoys me is when 3 to 4 buses pass in front of me and they're all filled up.
That happens, that happens in like rush hour. I think it happens like 9 p.m, 4 p.m.
Around that time.
Because people
are coming back from work.
It has happened to me one time in, I don't know if you know Seal Station.
Where?
Seal Station. You don't take the bus?
I take the bus, but like I don't really go out.
Okay.
It's just home school.
I'm a bus regular. Regular.
I'm like, I'm supposed to be, and she's like, take bus 6.
Yes.
Connect to bus.
Let me tell you what happened to me recently. So I was supposed to, like, my workplace is normally 2 buses. So I'll take 650 and I'll take blue. But I took 650. I got to Sea Station. I saw that the bus I was supposed to get me home was coming in like another 20 minutes. I was like, what's happening? I'm not going to stand at this place, like in this bus station for 20 minutes inside cold. I said, no, I can't do that. So do you know what I did? I took another blue. There are 2 blues.
Yeah.
I took the one that goes into the school. So I went to school. When I got to school, the bus that's supposed to take me home again was in like another 15 minutes. I was like, God, just take me now. Do you know what I did? And I took 60 again.
Back to the place.
Back to join the blue that was supposed to come in 20 minutes. To join the blue that was supposed to come in 20 minutes. And that was how I got to. So that was 4 buses. My point is, you will learn to connect these buses. You will learn, especially for someone that is always like on the bus, like, oh, I need to get to work at this time.
I think it's because I haven't started working yet.
Yeah.
Like when I start working, I will like.
Yeah, you feel. You will.
Now I use one particular bus almost every day. Blue University of Manitoba.
Yeah, I can imagine. But when you start working, maybe if your work is in like Kedas or somewhere, like you have to use 2 buses.
Because my sister uses, she uses 2 buses to her workplace. And do you know how many minutes drive it is?
How many?
7 minutes.
I know. Do you know from here to my workplace is 15 minutes? I mean, it takes me 45 minutes.
It takes her like 30 minutes.
It takes me 45. Like, for that 45 minutes.
Having a car in this country is
tell me about. I'll beg my friend, please come and pick me when you're done. Come and pick me.
About that we just met. He has a car. And I'm like,
come on, be carrying me.
God, I see you.
Because it's not easy if you don't have a. No, it's not easy if you don't have a car here, to be honest. Like, especially in the cold. I mean, I don't really have a problem sitting down in the bus station, and because I always have a book in my bag. I started reading recently.
But like, when it's cold, your hands.
Yeah, you will not be able to bring out your hands too. That's what I'm saying. Like, in the summer, I don't have a problem. I'll just be watching TikToks or like something to while away time.
But now,
no, in the cold it's different, because if you put your hand out for too long, it's going to start freezing.
You can't even pick up a call for more than 2
minutes. It's hard. It's very, very hard. So
you know how do I when you like go to a place to order something and they start doing that How do you switch off?
I think that I do a very good job when it comes to a faking accent.
Okay, now what's your accent when you want to order something from me?
You're putting me on the spot.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Okay, imagine if you are calling to order like pizza or something.
Actually, I don't call. I can do the one I do at work, because I promise you, I do it mostly at work. I mean, if I have to order something, it just maybe skip, so I don't really have to talk to the person. So at work, the IS say, okay, I'll just be like, you know that I feel like the accent doesn't even come out well when I'm talking to a black person.
Sure.
It's when I'm talking to the
No, you know what I hate? I hate when blacks are trying to form to their family.
Like, no, drop it. Drop it. I can even understand, like, because I have friends that grew up here.
That's different. Like,
it's different because they don't have like the accent.
Like,
people like, when did you come last year? You came last year. You are speaking to me straight.
You know that I'm like,
drop it.
Drop it.
Drop it.
Speak normally.
I think I'll just be like, because most times I do customer service, so I'll just be like, hi, how can I help you? And they're like, okay, maybe I want to return this. I'm like, oh, is something wrong with it? Like, the accent is actually very, and when I'm doing that, oh, hello, I'm always in my head, I'm like, okay, it's not sounding that bad.
Oh,
But to them, they're like, oh, you have an accent. Where are you from? And then I'm like, I'm from Nigeria. So you heard the accent. You're not supposed to hear it. That's why I'm speaking free. What do you mean?
One of my friends, I think she told me, like, she was in high school. She was one who I made her hair for on Sunday, yeah. She was like, when she started her first day, she was asking for like where the locker was. She asked the person the first time, please, where's the locker? With a normal Nigerian accent. The person was like, huh? Where's the locker? Second time, huh? And the third time, she was like, please, where's the locker?
Do you know, I promise you, those people, I promise some of them can hear you.
Yes,
they can hear you, because I'm like, if I can hear you, you should be able to hear me. Like, I'm not speaking. I'm speaking, and the point is they can hear you, because we that we are coming from Nigeria, we speak English now. We speak English.
Just one asks, oh, you guys understand English?
Yes, we understand, because English is our official language. Stop it. Like, even when I hear like Indians speaking the accent, I hear them. So you can hear me. Like, are you joking?
Are you there?
Are you?
She was like, it was when she added the where's the locker?
That's
the defense. She was like, oh,
yo.
I'm like, she was like, she felt so bad at him.
Another reason why I even feel like they can still hear my accent when I try to fake it is that I still use my Nigerian accent. I just tuition it a bit.
Exactly. Like
the way we are talking. Yeah, maybe I just add a bit more R here and there for them. But like, yo, you can still hear me. You can. If you calm down, look at my lips. Sometimes I read their lips.
The first time I came, I think what was it? We went to Tim Hortons then. I started because my dad and I to Tim Hortons. And then my sister was like, when you get there, tell them, please, I want one. She told me how to say it. So I'm like, no, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. She was like, so then you want the other one. I'm like, bro, you gotta do it, not me and you.
Say,
but yeah, it can be
even when I go to Starbucks, I'll be like, oh, can I have a caramel ribbon crunch, please? I think it's the tone. It's not necessarily like you're changing how you're pronouncing it. It's just you're singing.
They are like
like you're singing, honestly.
But yeah, do you feel like there's something they do here? Maybe their culture that like is nothing close to what will happen in Nigeria. I don't know.
Unfortunately, that would be like the end of like the conversation with Aisha. Aisha and I agreed to do this like record then add up to like the original audio. So we didn't realize the microphones died. I mean, that was my fault. I ought to have checked if like they were fully charged before using them. So the rest of the audio recorded, but it was just mute. So yeah, this is just me apologizing for that. And I hope you enjoyed the talk so far, the episode so far. I think we discussed about the Canadian culture, what else? Then I asked her if she had like anything to say to like international students. I think one major thing I got from what she said was try to go out. Do not always sit at home. Try to explore. When she means explore, she's not talking about follow the bad clique and everything. She's trying to say do what makes you happy, like what makes others happy. We spoke about how like our Nigerian parents would talk about market like do not join bad gang, do not like associate with the wrong people. But yeah, that was pretty much what we discussed. And as for me, I would say try to embrace the unknown. Try to be patient with yourself and never hesitate to reach out for help. Yeah, we also spoke about that. Like if you are going through stuff, if you have people like you call friends, I don't know, try to call them, try to talk about it. It will actually go like a very long way. Do not try to keep things to yourself. Do not keep things to yourself because like I feel like if you keep things to yourself, it keeps on like bottling up and you won't be able to take it anymore. So yeah, your journey is uniquely yours and it's a beautiful one. So embrace the unknown. I just want to say thank you to Aisha for accepting to share her experiences, and to our listeners, stay tuned for more tales of an international student on the next episode or maybe next 2 episodes. But yeah, until then, keep exploring, keep learning, keep embracing the beauty of diversity. Thank you. Stay tuned. God bless. Bye.